DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They go play action. Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Sutherland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sutherland. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The Bucs at 4-8 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Regular. Set. Watch out.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Giants' 12-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
There he goes, right side. Now look out to the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Trey Benson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle they go. Sutherland. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now the former Hurricane, David Martinez. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run Martinez. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Mayfield on play action. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
180!
This is Martinez. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, And that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mayfield down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
First down, New York.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the set. Seven Pirates.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. We'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Ready. Warriors, 70. Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Go.
Looking to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Bucs 36-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Buffalo 18!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On the set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60, cut 19, cut 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 18, Pioneers.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Perez. And the Giants are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out.
And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21. Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing range, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right? The 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough. You better release them, but it's not
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And now here's another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Warriors 70. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, ready? 19 Lions. Ready? Panther Viking 18. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger. Motion. Ready?
Back to throw here. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Perez. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready up. Get it.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Going for it. Here's Benson.
A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
A gain of 14. And the Giants.
They'll look to throw here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
18 Cardinals, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run with Benson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
79 Brock, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
2nd and 6.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And it'll be intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So maybe some signs of life for this is a bit of defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
28. Buccaneers 7.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Pushes him over. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
151 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle with Benson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, here we go. Hawk 7, Warriors 17.
They'll drop the throw. going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation.
And sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
He'll check this one down to Scatterbury.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And it's third down.
3rd and 3.
Let's go now. 70, Timberwolf, Mustang 19. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perez. Well, they were in search of a short gain on a 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Benson.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Give left side for Benson.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready? Bronco 80. 79 Bronco. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go. Ready?
Benson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers' 4-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Martinez.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
He may go.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Damian Martinez.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Scatterbury. Down to about the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I'm not the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Real. 180.
Mayfield now. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, Martinez. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll go here with Martinez.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. And he is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And the Bucs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met.
From 4 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
35, Buccaneers 21.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18.
On the handoff, this is Scatterby. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Get it.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Buccaneers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, alert 33. Good. 180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Come on. Hey, grab goal 80. Ready.
And the Giants will nail it here out of the victory formation.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea